Welcome to the Steadyhand Coffee Break video series, where we share insights to help you, our Canadian clients and friends, navigate your financial future with confidence. Now, we recently got a thoughtful question from a Steadyhand follower that touches on a part of CPP planning that's often overlooked. It's about what happens if someone defers their CPP to age 70, but dies before ever collecting a single payment. Now, rather than paraphrase the question, I'm going to read the question directly because I think a growing number of Canadians who are deferring CPP should really know about it. So here goes. Hello, Steadyhand friends. I subscribe to your blog and always enjoy the articles, also the coffee chats, which are very informative. And I wish I'd discovered Steadyhand sooner. Now, here's something I've been trying to find an answer to without success, and I thought you might be interested in it for a future blog post. It relates to the strategy of deferring CPP until the age of 70. Okay, suppose a wife is younger than 70 and intends to start taking CPP only when she reaches that age. She's married, so if she died after she started receiving CPP benefits, her husband would be entitled to the survivor benefit. So far, so good. But what happens if she dies at, say, age 68, before she starts receiving CPP benefits? Is her husband out of luck so that he won't receive survivor benefits? Or how can he somehow apply for her CPP even though she's deceased and had not even started receiving benefits? I've seen lots of written about the wisdom of deferring CPP to age 70, but I don't think I've ever seen a discussion of how that affects survivor benefits for the other spouse. I expect this aspect of that strategy would be of interest to a lot of your subscribers. All the best and keep up the great work. Well, thank you for that question. And to help answer it, we're fortunate to welcome back Brett Martinson, certified financial planner with Parallel Wealth. Brett, it's great to see you.
You as well. It's great to be back. I appreciate you asking me back for this.
Now, Brett, I think this is a great question and clearly one that should be on the minds of many Canadians thinking about their retirement income. So can you walk us through what happens here and how survivor benefits would work in this situation?
Sure. So there's two questions here. So the first question, will my husband get anything? And the answer is yes. There is a survivor benefit that would be received even though she didn't start CPP. So that's the answer to that one. I'll have some caveats for that in a second. The other part of that answer is, can my husband, even though I haven't started CPP and I passed away, can my husband apply for CPP? And just to clarify, yes, there's a CPP death benefit, and yes, there's a CPP survivor benefit, and the husband, the spouse, can apply for that. Just to clarify, a spouse cannot retroactively apply to have the person's CPP start before they passed away. So if that clarifies that part of the question, the key answer here is, regardless of when you start your CPP, there is a survivor benefit component that will be considered for the surviving spouse.
You mentioned two elements, a death benefit and a survivor benefit. Can you just tease a little bit of that out?
A death benefit is essentially a single check. It's $2,500. We can argue whether that should be changed over many years, but the fact of the matter is the death benefit is a single check, $2,500. The survivor benefit is a portion of the person's pension continuing on each month to the survivor. So think of the death benefit as an initial single check done, and then the survivor benefit is an ongoing benefit while that survivor is alive.
Okay, so even though she hadn't started her CPP and she died, a portion of her CPP eligibility, if I could call it that, is going to be paid to her husband for as long as he lives as a continuing benefit.
Yes. The only caveat I have to that is that when the surviving spouse starts their CPP, or if they already have started their CPP, the total amount of CPP that any one Canadian will receive will never be more than the maximum, which is something like $1,400 a month right now. So when that survivor benefit gets folded into the person's own CPP, if that number, once that number hits, again, I'll use $1,400 a month for an example. Once that amount hits 1,400, it will never be a dollar more than the maximum. So that's the only caveat there.
So if the husband in this case was earning 50% of the benefit because of the math that went into the calculation, and she was entitled to say 100%, he would be effectively topped up 50% to 100%, but not a penny more.
Exactly. You'll never receive more than the maximum CPP for one person. Absolutely. You're exactly right there.
Well, Brett, thank you for that. And thank you to the viewer for the excellent question. If you're planning to defer CPP or thinking about how decisions like this affect you and or your spouse, it's always worth getting clear on the details. And if you've got a question that you'd like us to tackle in a future coffee break, please send it our way because we're listening and we want to be able to address what's on your minds. And finally, 2 reminders. If you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe. If you're watching on your smart TV, for example, this might mean going to our YouTube channel on your computer or your mobile device and hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to reach more Canadians with our commitment to valuable retirement-related content, and growing our subscriber base really helps. And if you're interested in our free guide on retirement income planning, click on the link in the notes below to download the 3 simple steps to retirement, a free guide. Thanks again, Brett. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.